Hi Taurus. Hi Seekers. Happy New Year. North Node is moving to you on the 18th. Uranus is already in your sign. Arte. Okay. Just a little bit of sage with rosemary. Because why not? Okay. Two options. Either the world will get more and more unbearable for you, or you'll have a heck of a good time. Now, this or that, it's your choice. What do I mean by that? The world is going to get annoying. That's a given. You're like, Morgane, it's already annoying. Yeah, agreed. But your skin is going to get more and more sensitive as we go. It's not going to change. And the January energy is not going to withdraw the drama in society and around you. Your choice is whether or not you stay involved or if you just peace out. Focus on you, on your work, on your recovery for some of you I'm picking up, on your healing, on your own relationships. The Lovers, speaking of relationship, maybe one specific special relationship. Either way, it is crucial for your well-being that you focus on things that you're grateful for and that you enjoy, and you really pick your battles. Because a lot is going on in your life, and a lot is going on for you, and a lot is going to continue happening for you, Taurus. It's going to be a time of growth and expansion and change and excitement, and you can't let the things get to you. And I know that it's hard, but you got to make that choice. The Lover speaks a lot about clearing the path by relieving ourselves from things that are just not good for us. Okay? It's making a choice of what you put your focus on, your energy on, thus what you manifest, and the kind of path that you walk. It's really important that you discern when it comes to your energy. Okay? Discern and simplify. Because big things are coming in. Taurus, big things are coming in. You want to be ready, you want to be happy, you want to be excited, you want to be full of energy and vitality. A journey is opening up for you, Taurus. The skies are opening up for you. Possibilities, things that you've dreamed of for many, many years. Some you've forgotten about. Things that are aligned with you and with your path and with your soul are going to come. Two of Cups. And from the looks of this reading, starting with the Lovers and Two of Cups, we're talking about love. So love is coming through really, really strongly. And I want you to enjoy it. Really, really enjoy it and allow yourself to immerse yourself in it. Even if it seems too much, even if it seems, well, there are other things going on in the world. Yes, but nothing that you can really change at the moment. You've done enough, you've said enough, you've tried enough. The snowball is already in inertia. It will either course correct in the right direction or it will smash on a rock or a tree. At this point, it has a life of its own. Okay? And something really, really good is coming in for you, and I don't want you to miss out on it because you're like, oh, but I need to focus on this and do that. If it's things that matter to you, like your passion, your work, your creative force, then yes, of course, then work these things together. But all the other stuff that annoy you, stuff that you're uncertain about, stuff that you can't do anything to actually change, no. Oh my God, there's so much love on this table. If you're not seeing the romance coming, it's coming. And if you're just in the beginning stages of something new, it's looking really good. It's looking really mutual, soulful, emotional, all of it. King of Swords. This is someone very, very honest, which might be refreshing for you guys. Someone just says it as it is, knows what they want, know how to express it. They're fair, they're balanced. They have a balanced mind, a balanced approach to things and to life. They're great communicators. They see the other side. They strive for harmony and for balance. It's supposed to be a given with the people that you're dealing with, but it's not. Usually you're dealing with a lot of unreasonable people because you're very reasonable and you have the ability to really stream through the bullshit. You see through all the bullshit and all the layers, and you really know how to simplify things and to, like an MRI, like see the core of something. And you're not the sign that beats around the bush. So you tend to sometimes attract people who are very, very deflective, full of excuses, who are covered with a lot of BS. It takes them forever to get to the point. And you're like, okay, with all due respect, universe, I get it that this is what I have to teach people and that they can be inspired by with my simplistic directness that is wise. It's wise, Taurus. It's not, when I say simplistic, I don't mean like simple-minded, quite the opposite. It takes a very sharp mind and clear perception and clear mind to be able to do this, right? That you attract, sometimes you have a lot of blah blah people around you. Let's face it. People who just can't seem to get to the point. Don't even see the point. You're like, do you even know what is your own point when you keep talking and talking and talking and not getting it there? Like, can you get there? And then you're the mean one for being impatient. Like, seriously, like, telling a Taurus that they're being impatient, you gotta really push a Taurus to act impatient because you guys are super patient. Five of Pentacles, something is going to go down and be realized as a big no. You're going to experience a dynamic that is clear, simple, fluid, mutual, loving, and fun. And it's going to make something else look like a nightmare in relation to that. And you're like, how was I even, oh my God. You're going to realize that you're not the only reasonable person in the world and that you can experience someone else who's also reasonable. that doesn't complicate things unnecessarily, which means that you don't have to compromise on surrounding yourself with BS and BS people, which will make you very, very determined to end something permanently. Five of Pentacles, it's... Now, if you have issue with money, resources, show me more about this for Taurus, please. Four of Pentacles, it's not as bad as you think. I think you're more worried of what will happen once this money goes away, and you're forgetting that you're still making money and it's going to be okay. Because you're focusing on the lack and on the fear. There's a strong lack mentality, fear of loss. Someone is feeling very, very threatened, very, very scared. What will I do? Where will I go? Show me more, please. The Chariot. Wherever it is, wherever you're going, you're definitely going. Movement. And Six of Pentacles. See? We went from Five of Pentacles, the worst, to Four of Pentacles. Okay, maybe it's not that bad. Maybe I'm just feeling threatened and scared. To Six of Pentacles, abundance and fortune. Right after the Chariot, which means just be on the go. Just don't give up on your free spirit. Don't give up on the dream. Don't give up on the adventure. Don't give up on the passion, the excitement. Go where you want to go, and it will be okay. You will have the money for it. You will have the resource for it. Also, someone might make a decision that you're going to feel like you're the one who's being left out or cut out or something like that. If that's the case, you'll find very soon that it's for your benefit and for your own good. It will be the best thing that could have happened. The Empress. It's like you're just growing into wealth and abundance. It's amazing. Taurus, if in the first part of the month you're a bit worried about resources, do not. The Empress and the Six of Coins, that's a lot of abundance, like a lot. And it feels really, really good. It's silk and breakfast is served to the table. Like it's really it's up there. It's the complete opposite than what you might be worried about. There's a very generous energy around you, or maybe you're the generous person because it's a very Taurian energy, Six of Pentacles and the Empress. You might be the beneficiary. There's generosity from all over, from you, from someone around you. If you are moving, if you are relocating, it's going to be a very comfortable move. It's going to be a very comfortable travel. Some of you, it's about going from cold climate to warm climate. From snow to palm trees kind of thing. Taurus, some of you really don't do well in the cold. It's just not beneficial for you. It brings you down. So if you're considering on a warmer climate, then this This looks very, very positive. Some of you really care about, you are the planet, Taurus. Some of you really, really care about the planet. You care about Earth. You care about nature. You care about animals. And you want to have more of that in your daily life. You want to have more nature, more animals around you. You want to be more connected. Some of you want to be more connected to your home, to your roots, to your ancestry, to your family. You want the culture, you want the community. I see a very warm feeling of salvation, like feeling there's a sense of being held. And it's going from feeling really, really alone and cold to, even here she's timid, but see how this wild bird is kind of, it feels protective suddenly. And with the Empress, it feels very lovingly protective. Some of you are going to feel very protected by spirit and by the elements. And it's going to manifest with an environment that is very accepting. And I see you feeling really, really belonged. And the Two of Cups and the Lovers in the beginning, this could be like also with a romantic partner. Some of you are meeting your partner's parent, and you're a bit anxious and worried, but then they welcome you in so beautifully and you feel right at home. Ten of Swords. Oh my gosh. Thank you. Sorry. That was proper sneezing. Okay. Where were we? Ten of Swords. Came right beneath the Five of Pentacles. Someone is not coming with. Someone is not, someone that you might be thinking about that is in your life might not be coming with. They have a different journey to take. It's not a easy journey, and it's not yours to take, because you're after it, you're above it, you're beyond it. You're not supposed to take that journey with them. I don't mean a physical journey. I mean a life journey. I mean, that can also be a physical journey, but I don't mean like, when I say journey, I mean like a life journey that you're starting now. Look, when the North Node moves into our sign and the South Node is in the opposite, right, in our partnerships, things fall away. Everything that is not anything, not everything, I'm sorry, anything that isn't in resonance with you to the path from here on, not in retrospect, the path that you were on. That's the past. The path from here on. If there's no resonance in the type of journey that you're supposed to go through, it's going to be a split. Prepare for a time where your life is going to get really, really peeled off, okay? Really, really simplified. Relationships, situations, places. Nothing that isn't in resonance with you, Taurus, will survive. And there's someone very, very, very specific that is not continuing this journey with you. Like, it might feel painful. These are not easy cards. But none of these cards have a way back from. And this happens, when we raise our frequency, other frequencies, it's physics. It just, they can't stay in the room with you. Physically, it becomes unbearable. It becomes painful. Right? Like two magnets that repel one another. It just becomes impossible. And you have to listen to that, Taurus. You can't be the Taurus that holds on to things that are not for you or with you or of the same material as you now. You've changed, you've transformed, you're going to continue to change and transform a lot. This is not going back. If you're thinking, oh, maybe I can be the person that I used to be, or maybe I can be okay with things that I used to be okay with, you can't. You're not. It's not physically possible for you. Everything about you is going to resist. Okay, you're going to start itching. If you're insisting on a situation that there's constant resistance and clash with, it's going to get worse and worse and worse. Because you're not in a place anymore that is able to say, okay, what I want and what I feel doesn't matter, or I should compromise, or I should belittle myself or cancel myself. It used to in your head be compromise and mature, but now you understand that it's just a self-canceling type of energy. And I see a lot of power waking up in you with the Chariot. You're not having it, Taurus. You're not having it. It's like you can't. You won't. Let me turn off the heat for a second. It was too loud. I don't know if this is this lifetime or something I'm tapping into from a past lifetime, Taurus, but I see someone hiding in a monastery. And it gave them sanctuary. And it was the first time ever in their life where they felt truly safe and truly cared for. And this is a sentiment that you're about to experience soon, Taurus, of sanctuary. Of this is the warmest and the safest and the most belonged I have ever felt in my entire life. And any sense of guilt or shame that someone or others have tried to make you feel for being happier without them, or even considering it, it's going to, if now you're bothered by it, it's going to just completely disappear from your mechanism. You're not even going to remember that. That's how much you're going to, once you feel this feeling, once you understand how good something can feel, it's like there is no going back. This is really amazing. There's a really deep sense of, it's almost holy. It's almost like a sanctuary. Like, I can't think of any other better word. And it will be the signature, the complete bottom line, the ending of a very painful time. This could have been a very, very long time where things were, it was life. And life was a battle like life is. But it's been too much. It has not been a balance of good versus challenging, fluid and fun versus challenging and harsh. No, it's been mostly challenging and harsh, and it did something to your heart. It was very, very detrimental to your heart. A very long period of time. I'm seeing some of you at least a decade. And something got closed off here. And it's going to open. The gates of the heart are going to open. And you, from going from a very exceptionally patient person who bears and allows a lot, you're going to bear nothing and allow nothing. No snappy remarks, no sarcasm, no insults, no pushing you, no teasing you, no bullying you, that's for sure. No, although you used to be very much allowing to that. Out of mercy to the bully. You would have mercy to the bully until you realize that when you have compassion to the bully, that doesn't develop compassion in them. You're just enabling them, and then they keep the cycle. It's like none of that. Someone passing you in line, no. And you're vocal. You're going to reach a level of such sense of honor to yourself that it will just be impossible to step on. The Fool, freedom to be completely you and completely safe. Do you know how rare that is? The ability to be 100% ourselves and 100% safe, where we don't have to modify the way we speak, the way we behave, what we wear, what we think, what we say, in order to feel safe. It's been an ongoing theme in humanity, having to choose between safety and freedom. Right now, society at large is choosing safety over freedom, but that's because it's mostly by privileged people who've never lost their freedoms, who have no idea what happens once you give your freedom away. The only way to ever receive it back is by taking it by force. That's very brutal. I'm more into Martin Luther King and Mahatma Gandhi when it comes to peaceful, non-violent resistance. But I'm just trying to express the idea of how terribly difficult it is to regain freedom once you give it away. And it's only when someone loses freedom for the first time in their life when they realize that none of that safety mattered. And it might sound odd to you right now when you're choosing safety over freedom. And maybe you think to yourself, Morgane, I've had freedom before. It was painful. Then you didn't have freedom. You were lost. You were adrift. But it wasn't freedom. Our actual freedoms we tend to take for granted. And not being aware of what it's like to not have that freedom. Okay. So right now, humanity at large is once again facing that freedom or safety. And in order to take away your freedom, you will always be promised safety. This is for your safety. This is for everyone's safety. No one is ever going to be like, give me your freedom because I want your freedom. That will never work. Throughout history, tyranny was always possible because of the compliance and the cooperation of the people across the scale and the spectrum. Well, here you are, Taurus, and I need you to understand this. You are about to face being safe and free. But you need to understand something. That safety is not going to be given to you by promises from people or entities that have so much of agenda. And I don't care if we're speaking collectively or personally in your life. This safety will be given to you because you will be free. And that will give you a sense of safety. Maybe it's financial freedom, maybe it's psychological freedom, maybe it's karmic freedom, maybe it's all of the above. But you're going to, at one point this month, shake in understanding of how much of your freedom you've given someone or something, and how immediately you're pulling it back into you, demanding it to be returned to you by word, by actions, by energy, I don't know, by all of the above. And then that feeling that runs through your veins as soon as you've demanded it and received it. That's that power, and that's that safety, because you will be powerful enough to give yourself the safety that you desire. You no longer rely on someone else. When you're willing to be unsafe for the sake of freedom, you will have freedom, and then you will always have safety. And again, when I say freedom, I speak freedom, actual freedom. Not a leaf blown in the wind, being pushed from here to there. No, freedom is you being your own wind. You are the wind. You're not listening to the wind, you are telling the wind where you're going. The Fool here is after the Ten of Swords. It's very powerful with the Lovers and the Two of Cups. Taurus. The Hermit. And look, and they're like facing each other. I think this is your person, Taurus. The person that we're seeing here with the Lovers and Two of Cups. It's like the only way to truly have someone is by not demanding to have them. Does that make sense? And the only way to not demand to have someone is by feeling very, very respectful to their freedom. And the only way for you to be very respectful to someone else's freedom is by being very respectful and honoring to your own freedom. Some of you have not been honoring to your own freedom, and now that you are, now you understand how important it is. And the Fool and the Hermit here, this is like, it's a new you. It's like you're stripped of all the bullshit and all the people that represented all the bullshit, and you get to walk in this world as is a free spirit that enjoys this physical experience but isn't bound by it. I will continue this reading as a love reading. I will focus on your love life. It will be available on Vimeo and on Patreon. Find the link below. I would love to have you check out Patreon and join the X Shift to my community there. You have a lot of VIP content and you have access to all the extended readings, present and past. You can go back in time. There's also rune messages and lunar spirit messages and all the karmic shift and liberation. So check out Patreon. And of course, check out Tarot Masterclass, Bunkai. It's available below in the description. I teach you tarot, and it's also going through a shamanic and spiritual journey with me. Two of Swords. Oh, the quiet. Oh, the peace. Some of you are going to experience a complete demolition of something in your life and a complete liberation from it towards the second half, towards the second part of this month, or whenever you're gonna, I feel like it's throughout this month. But once that happens, like the flames of it can't hurt you. It can't. Because you reach that level of serenity within. Look how, like, Two of Swords can be a problematic card, but in this deck and in this connotation, look how much power she has. Look how still she is. Still and made of steel. I think by the end of this month, we're not going to let anything that is any less than absolutely true come anywhere near you. I can't wait to see your extended. I'm going to do it right now. I'll see you soon. Thank you, Taurus. I love you so much and I'm grateful for you. Happy New Year. And congratulations on the North Node moving into your sign. It's going to trigger Uranus.